It's a very touching moment for me. That last day at the Gabba, when we went past the finishing line with Rishabh Pant taking us home, has to be the icing on the cake.
And so, Ravi, I've seen you live life king size, but I'm sure this is a wonderful emotional moment for you as well, what you've just got.
It certainly is. And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. I thank the BCCI for bestowing this honor on me. You know, it's 4 decades in the game where you've not missed a beat. And you've been involved with Indian cricket right through. It's a very touching moment for me because when I started my cricket at the age of 17, and I finished at 31 as a player, at 30 in fact, as a player, BCCI were my guardians, right through. They showed me the path to play sport. You know, at a time, there are people here who have been with me right through those 40 years, either as administrators, either as players, either as broadcasters, either as production people around the ground, you know, who are there when we play the game or watch the game or commentate on the game. So it's a special evening and very touching.
40 years, you mentioned, Ravi, and you wore many hats in there. If you woke up in the middle of the night and said, wow, that was one moment. You've called great moments yourself. You've been coach while great moments have happened. You've been in the middle while great moments have happened. You wake up at 2 in the morning and say, wow, I'm so happy. What would that moment be?
I think to pick one would be difficult, but I'll, just go very quickly. You showed one there, 85, because that was a final against Pakistan. So it was a special night at Melbourne. 83, being on that balcony at Lord's when India won the World Cup. Then 100 in the West Indies, a double 100 in Australia. But commentary during the World Cup final, when MS hit that ball for 6. And of course in 2007 when they won the T20 World Cup. 2 back-to-back wins in Australia. But if you ask me one, the icing on the cake was that last day at the Gabba, when we went past the finishing line with Rishabh Pant taking us home, has to be the icing on the cake. And I thank my players for that, all of them.
And
they gave
as
me the
we talk
proudest
about
moment.
Ravi Shastri, the
That
cricketer,
is the most expensive medal you'll ever get. What I learned in those 30 years, 40 years being part of the game before I went into the team as a coach was you got to get some enjoyment when you play the game. It can't be a desk job from 9 to 6 where you feel the whole burden of the world on your shoulders. You're playing in the sun, you're playing sport, get those buttons open and get out and play and enjoy it. That's the only way you can express yourself. And I'm glad this team did it, and they've been doing it. Unfortunately, they couldn't win the World Cup, but the cricket and the brand of cricket they played there, like Farooq mentioned, was great to watch, great to commentate on, and the time will come, sooner rather than later.